He's so slimy, he's drooling. Good morning, beautiful people. It's right now just 6 o'clock in the morning. John is not even off work yet, and I'm editing the vlog. Normally what I do is I do my
evening conversations with you and I tell you about my day.
But yesterday I ended up getting a really severe migraine. Like my head felt like it was going to explode. So the second he left, I was like, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm not staying up. I'm not doing this. And I did. I went to sleep and I feel amazing. So I just needed some sleep. Yesterday was nice. We picked up Mara from her friend's house and we dropped off Aubrey back to his mom and daddy since we've had them for days. Keep saying we're going to go to the pumpkin patch, and we are at some point. But I was like, you know what? Forget the pumpkin patch. Let's do something that John would hate since he's not coming. And what would he hate more than anything? Animals. So we went to a petting zoo. Eleanor's drinking right underneath me. So we went to this petting zoo. It's called the Little Ponderosa Zoo. It's in Clinton, Tennessee. We went there and I actually had Mara film for me. It's not the greatest filming in the world because she is now accustomed to filming for TikTok. So if you're filming for TikTok, it's short little bursts of like quick seconds of video, and that's not how you film for a vlog. So they're not the best, but here's what we did. touching it. Oh, where have I been? Bubba was like so curious. He's like, what have you all been doing? Say, what you been doing, Mama? Say, what you been doing, Mama? Who you been touching? Who you been touching when I'm not about? That's rude. Say, don't be loving people without me. That's rude. You don't love other animals. That's rude. One thing for sure, all of my kids have determined that whenever we do finally buy a farm, that they all want cows. It was good to get Mama out of the house. Like, I was so glad that she got to do that. And she even called me later. She was like, thank you for getting me out. Like, I needed that. We had to stop a lot. And one thing I didn't film was she's still getting accustomed to having her little oxygen thing with her. And it's a travel oxygen thing. And it charges in the car. And she kept forgetting to check if it was charged, how much battery life she had. So I took her to Old Charlie's. We were eating lunch, and we no more than sat in the booth and got drinks.
It died.
After we ordered food, and the woman went, to put her order in, Mom went back outside, started my car, and sat in my car until the food arrived, charging the oxygen. And then it all worked out, but it was hilarious because we would all sit down and it started like beeping, and we were looking at her, and she was like, it just died. Mom, check your battery. One of the things I was planning on doing during fall break that's obviously not going to happen is I was planning to take the kids up to the woods and take fall photos with them. I bought them all red and black buffalo plaid outfits and like all of the, basic stuff. And I was going to take pictures in the changing leaves, but the leaves are not changing yet. My God. Go lay down with your snorty sounds. So I actually have a photo shoot on Saturday that I am
dreading.
Look at me, dreading like the Black Plague. It is because I am stupid, and apparently I hate myself because I booked 11 women, and I'm doing an outside shoot, and it's back-to-back people. And I did not give us any time for breaks or lunch. And we also have no bathrooms, and we will be there for 11 hours. Love that. Oh, and there's a very good chance I'll be on my period, and so will Emily. I love that for me. A fun, cool side note. I actually stopped by Hobby Lobby to get some flowers, which Dirty Wire, them flowers. I have never in my life spent so much money on flowers, and they're no better than the ones at Walmart. Like, ridiculous. So anyway, I bought a few because Walmart was out of the color that I needed, and somebody messaged me on Instagram and asked me about a wreath, and so I'm making her one, and she's going to pay for it, and I'm shipping it to North Carolina. So I had to get these flowers. So I was there and I was getting flowers, and I went to go check out, and it was really freaking busy. So there was like a couple people in front of me, and then there was me, and then there was a couple people behind me standing in line to check out. Well, this little girl, I say little girl, she was probably like early, mid-20s.
Oh my God, am I getting that old?
So now that I'm having a midlife crisis, so anyway, she came over and she was like, are you checking out? Yeah. She's like, you can come over here into my line. So I walk over there, and while I'm in her line, she starts talking to me about TikTok, and I realizes she knows me, like she recognizes me. And I was like, oh, okay. And so we kind of start talking, because see, here on YouTube, I don't even have 5,500 people. Like, I don't have a huge following on YouTube, even though I've done YouTube for years. However, on TikTok, I'm right on the cusp of 100,000. So I have a huge following on TikTok. So that's where people mostly recognize me from.
Oh, good morning, Bubba. She's flirting on you, Mama. Oh, my burps. Oh, Bubba's. Oh, my Bubs. Good morning. Good morning, Bubba. Good morning, my friend.
So while she's checking me out, I noticed that there's another woman like smiling really hard at me. The other aisle over checking out. I think it was like her and her mom and maybe somebody else. And she was like really intensely smiling at me, and I was smiling. I was like, and then I realized she knew me too, and she informed me she knew me. She was like, yeah, I follow you on all your social media. Like, I'm in love with your wings. And I was like, then why ain't you booked, girl? So I told her about the Women's Day Expo, or the Women's Spectacular that we're doing in November. And so I think she's going to come to that. I'm super excited.
Oh, my bubs. Oh, my bubbers. I love him, Mommy.
So yeah, that's how our day went yesterday. So I'm going to get off here and start this day, since I was a lazy headache having person yesterday and didn't do it.
Oh, my bubbers. He's purring too hard.
All right, I'm going to get to it. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous.